So this is the first time we see in Acts where they're preaching in an area that's non-Jewish.
Yes.
So what's the significance of that detail?
So Chris mentioned, and it's been said a couple times, but Chris mentioned Acts 1:8. Jesus tells them, you'll be my witnesses. When the Holy Spirit comes on you, you'll receive power. And you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, which is what happens Acts 2, right? That it starts there.
Yep.
And then it moves out from there. And Judea, right? Which is still, this is still Jewish territory, right? Jewish country. So Jerusalem, Judea.
That got real southern real quick.
Right.
Jewish country.
And Samaria. And then to the uttermost part. So there's this movement of kind of concentric circles, so to speak. But what I would do is let's point all the way back to Genesis and the Abrahamic blessing and the Abrahamic covenant, when God says to Abraham, through you, all the families of the earth will be blessed. When Jesus gives that promise in Acts 1:8, this is what's going to happen. It is, I think, in the mind of the Jewish people, in the mind of his disciples, that's looking right back to the Abrahamic blessing.
Yeah.
And so what happens in Samaria is now you see not just one or two converts from outside of Judaism, which has already happened, by the way. You know?
Yeah.
You see that in the Gospels. Like you see, a centurion who's got faith in Jesus, and Jesus commends his faith, right? So you see those like little isolated conversion things happening there outside. But now you've got a movement, the first movement that's happened. This is the advance of what God has promised all along, and what we see culminating in Revelation, where it says a people from every tribe, tongue, and nation are around the throne.
Right.
That starts here in Acts 8. I would argue that is the point of Acts 8. Is for us to see that.
He has argued that point.
I have. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Is what happens in Samaria, and it ought to clue us in on what's getting ready to happen after that too.
Yeah, this changes everything.
Yeah.